Okay. Am I audible, guys? Anyone unmute yourself and speak?
Yeah, I can hear you.
Okay. Harish, you are staying in US, right?
Yeah, that's correct.
Okay, okay. So did you check that application, how it's working? Any flaws or else any positives, negative?
The resume part, I've checked it. It looks good.
Hmm.
The interview one, I'll test it today.
Okay, okay. Mhm.
So, uh,
Check
can I
the
have your
interview,
number
how
so that
it's working
I
also,
can
then
talk to your
you get
phone?
a better idea. Yeah, Harish, tell me something.
Yeah. Can I have your number? I
Yes,
can
sure,
talk to
sure.
you on the phone.
You can write it down. It's 99.
1 second.
Maybe you can text me. I will connect with you later because I have another work after 6:30. Okay, another 30
Okay.
minutes. Uh,
Okay. Double line.
late night also, that's when I can connect with
Yeah,
you.
yeah. Double
Double
line.
nine
Hmm.
1696
1696
1234.
1234.
Yes.
Okay.
Yeah. Okay, and how the situation in US, like we are hearing maybe a few more people need to come back to India. Is it that much tough or else it's a
Yeah.
regular show offs
Now
only?
situation is critical.
Yeah. No, means need to return back to India around 20 lakhs people, sorry, 2 lakhs or 3 lakhs people. That much
No, no, no.
criticality is there.
That is not the thing. That is not the case. But the problem is, so many people losing their jobs. That is the situation at this
Mhm.
point. Yeah.
Okay, okay. Yeah. And even managing the H1B also become difficult. Previously, some consultancies need to do the dummy payrolls, but now it's become difficult, right?
Correct. 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 Correct.
Those cases for people who had a genuine job, they only can able to sustain.
Yeah.
Compared to last year, this year people coming from India is reduced, it seems.
Coming to America is reduced. Correct.
Yeah, yeah, that's why from India to US, it's reduced,
Yeah.
it
Yeah.
seems, this
Yeah.
year. Okay, okay. Yeah. And apart from this, like, and from India, people, right, guys, like who are staying, but looking for jobs in India, just be aware with the fraud things. Even today happened with one of our student. They said like he was calling from Vachusa. He said his email ID, which is a Vachusa account. Later he said we need a certification. Then only you can able to clear the interview. And that certification is going to be cost some bucks. You can pay directly there. They just manipulated in that way initially. When the SAP, it's SAP actually. The cost is a little more side. Later they convinced like saying, okay, from A to we can able to book. I have someone who can able to block the slot. You will get a notification to your phone pay for the payment. It's from the companies only. You can able to pay. The company they design looks like in a company one instead of a personal one with some company's name. I escalated to the Virtusa HR actually. They are working on it. They used one of the Indian person who are staying in US.
Hi
The same
guys,
email ID.
good evening.
Yeah, yeah.
Good
Yeah.
evening,
Thank you for joining.
Good evening guys, how are you? Can you
Yeah.
hear me guys? Hi Akshay, hi
Yes,
Yes,
Ankit,
yes.
sir.
hi Kamlesh, hi
Yes, sir.
Adireddy, hi Akashwardhan Hanuman, Harish, good evening. Hanuman Reddy, good evening. Kumar, Kushal, Maudhuri, Maithili, good evening.
Good evening, sir.
Nagarjuna, good evening. Prajwal, good evening. Rajita, good evening.
Good evening,
Ranjit,
sir.
Ravi, Rohan, Vasu, Vishakan. Just wait for 1 minute. We will
Sure.
start this session.
Yeah.
Exactly. Okay. In the meantime, let's recap what we discussed in yesterday's class. Okay. Let's recap what we discussed in yesterday class. Right. So yesterday we were discussed about the what is the importance of Python, what is the use of the Python. Simple to say, first we started with the let me pause. Is it recording? Mahesh, is it recording? 1 second. It is recording. Okay. So as I said that Python is a programming language. How many different kind of programming languages we have? We have three different kind of programming. What are those? Low level programming language, assemble programming language, and high level programming language. Is Python is a low level programming or high level programming language? high level programming language. It is used to create software engineering for web development and as well as for data science purpose also we use the Python language. Some of the top companies, such as like Google, YouTube, Facebook, Instagram, Dropbox, Meta, all the companies are using the Python. Right? Why the people use? Because of why people why people use Python for data science and GenAI. One of the reason is large community. What is the meaning of large community? What is the meaning of large community? Majority of the people, community means group of people, large number of audience are using. Whenever you posted any question, anything, people start using the people definitely can answer your question, right? Next thing is easy syntax, right? What is the easy syntax? Syntax is simple to say print hello world. So if you know the English language, you're just printing hello world, automatically it just display the hello world. As compared to Java, any other programming languages, Python is a easy programming language, right? So and moreover, it is a open source. What do you mean by open source? Open source is nothing but you can freely download from the internet. You can freely download from the internet. Rich libraries. So for machine learning, if you want to perform the machine learning, we use scikit-learn. For data aggregation purpose, we use the pandas. For deep learning, for image processing and all, we use the PyTorch and TensorFlow. For generative application, we use the LangChain, one of thing. For documentation reading, multiple documentation reading, we have a RAG model, right? And we have NumPy also. NumPy to perform the mathematical operations such as like matrix assessments, so like matrix multiplication, matrix addition, and moreover like Fourier transformations and all. We use NumPy. We use the NumPy. Right. Now, job opportunities. Job opportunities. In terms of the job opportunity, market everywhere, 80% of the jobs which are available in the market, the prerequisite is Python. That's what we discussed in yesterday class, right? Platform independent. What do you mean by platform independent? What do you mean by platform independent? Platform independent is nothing but if you write in a there are different platforms like Windows is the one more, Ubuntu, like Mac. Suppose you have written a code in Windows, the same code can be used in Ubuntu or same code can be used in Mac also. Same code can be used in Windows, Mac or Ubuntu. That is what the meaning of platform independent. Now the question is very simple. So large community, job opportunities, platform independent, easy syntax, rich libraries, and open source. These are the things we were discussed in yesterday's class. Am I right? Now, and we also discussed about the versions. What is the latest version we are using? Python 3, and current version is Python 3.13.7. Right? There are a lot of changes have been made over the period of last 8 years, 7 years. Right? That but everyone in the industry are learning and using currently only Python 3. There is no Python 2. Python 2 has been discontinued in the year of 2020. Okay. So now the question, what are the features of uh, what are the features of the Python programming language? What are the features of Python programming language? Very, very important. Let's understand one by one. So first is readable. What is the first one? They are the readable, easy to learn, free, open source, exception handling, large standard library, memory management, and cross platform. These are the different features we have. What is the first feature we have? Readable. What do you mean by readable? What is the meaning of readable? What is the meaning of readable? What is the meaning of readable? General. Readable means English language. What is the meaning of readable in English language? Easy to read. We can what
Easily we
like
can
the way
read.
you read newspaper, the way you read articles, the way you can write a novel. Right? So Python programming language is also which look like English language. The entire syntax or code of Python programming language, which is easily readable and can understandable. Meaning clear. Is it clear? Readable means reading. Readable, understand, readable. So which language you are able to read? For example, if I give anything French language, you are able to read? No. If I able to give you if I give you the English language, you are able to read? Definitely read. So after reading, will you able to understand the context? What I read? Yes or no? Context means meaning and what is there and everything. You get the some idea. Am I right? Now, the most important thing, similarly as English language, Python programming or syntax is more of readable format, which means we can easily read the syntax of Python programming language. Are you clear? Are you clear? As it is easily readable. Already it is easily readable. That means you can easily understand the code, easily understand the syntax. Then will it be difficult or easy to learn? Easy to learn. Easy to learn. That is what the meaning of easy to learn. That is what the meaning of easy to learn. Okay. Easy to learn. So if you know the English language, the entire syntax or code, majority of the syntax or code, which is in line with English language, which is in line with the English language, which is in line with the English programming language. Now the thing is, next one is free. Next one is free. As I said, that is freely downloadable, open source. Next, free means we can download open source. Open source means you can download anything and also can contribute to that. You can contribute to Python. For example, so let's say now mission, let's say GenAI application, what it does generally, what happens? You have a long chain application. Let's say in your file, for example, open your WhatsApp, everyone. Open your WhatsApp, everyone. In WhatsApp, you can see the Meta AI. Can everyone see the Meta AI? Can everyone see the Meta AI? Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
In the Meta AI, they developed model called Llama 4. Can everyone see the Llama 4? Can everyone see the Meta AI? Llama 4. Right. Llama 4. Can everyone see that? Everyone able to see that? What do you mean by Llama 4? Llama 4 is nothing but again one of the large language model as your chat GPT. For example, you want to access the information from Llama 4, which was developed by Meta. So what you need to do, you need to get the API connection to Python. So you run everything in the Python, like you can create a kind of chatbot. So now the thing you need to connect, first you need to get the key, password of API and the link of the URL of the API. Like this, there is a kind of bit critical process. If you're able to automate the process, just you enter the like a website, you enter the username and password, then automatically will connect to any API, then it will be very easy, right? What if you create some application like that? What if you create some library like that? Understand? Are you able to follow me? I'm just repeating, guys. Listen carefully. Very, very important. Now, as everyone opened the WhatsApp, right? You can see one of the LLM model called Llama 4. Right? Llama 4 is developed by which company? Meta. Meta is from nothing but Facebook or Instagram, WhatsApp, and suppose now you want to access the information to the Python through Python, or your company want to access the information through Python. Directly, you cannot install WhatsApp or anything into your company, right? It may leakage your personal data, right? Yes, sir. Our company professional or most sensitive data can be leaked to the thing. But what they do, they provide one API. So you need to integrate with the Python like API. Then what happens here? You need to, while integrating the API, you need to give the API URL API link, username, and the password. It is a connection. You need to establish the connection. It is a kind of tricky process. It is a kind of tricky process. Now the question is, what if, just imagine, as it is open source, as a user like you want to create a one library, just you need to give the URL, enter the URL, API URL, username, password, automatically it make the established connection. It will easily access the library if it is possible. That is what how you can contribute to that. Similarly, only few libraries is created by Python. Majority of the libraries which are available in the market were contributed by here some of them. For example, earlier of the session today we will discuss about the TensorFlow. Remember TensorFlow? TensorFlow is created by or supported or offered by the Google company. That means contribution. PyTorch. What about the PyTorch? PyTorch also created by a company called Facebook. Right. For example, there is a one more library called GenSim, which is used for NLP data process language model, which is contributed again by Microsoft. There is another library called Spacey. Spacey is for again for text data NLP, again which is contributed by Microsoft. Like that, you are also can contribute. So as I told one more example, there is a library called PyCarrot. One of the person from Pakistan, right? He has contributed that, which is very useful, right? Like that, if you want, you can also contribute to that. Understood, guys? Any questions about this? Any doubt? Any questions? Any doubt? Any questions? Any doubt? Okay, open source is done. Now, exceptional handling, very, very important feature. Very, very important feature. Okay, let me tell you one simple example. Python executes the code line by line. What is that? Python executes the code line by line. Imagine you have 10 lines of code. How many lines of code? 10 lines of code. Imagine if you got an error in third line. If you got an error in third line, do you think will it able to work for rest of the lines? For example, you got error in third line. Maybe will it go to the fourth line? Will it go to sixth and like 10 through 10? No. Wherever it got an error, maybe for example, if it got error in the third line, if it could not able to resolve by its own, it will throw you an error. It will not execute further. It will not execute further. For example, let me tell you one example. Let me tell you one example. Let me tell you one example. I have income variable. What variable? Income variable. Another variable called loan amount. Loan amount. What is that? Loan amount. Are you clear? Try to understand, guys. I have two variables. What are those? One is the income variable. Second is the loan amount. So income is 50,000. Loan is 40,000. Could be possible. Can be possible, right? Second record, 60,000. Zero loan. No loans. They are never taken any loan. Maybe third record, very, very important. You have 1 lakh, for example, 10 lakhs loan. Due to recession or due to layoffs, he lost a job. Any reason? He has not upgraded his skill. Because of that, he lost the job. What would be his income? Zero. Zero, right? You don't have income because you lost the job, right? You don't have source of income, becomes zero. Now, based on this, I want to calculate one more column called DTI. DTI. What is the full form of DTI? DTI is nothing but debt to income. How much percent of loan you have on your income? Okay. For that answer is this one, loan amount. Loan amount. This is the B column. This is the A column. B by A. Remember, okay, here 0 will be there. Here some amount. Here something 80% loan. Here 0% loan. What about here? It is divisible by error. Because anything, some value divided by 10 lakhs divided by 0, which gives a error. Right? So now, is it a known error or unknown error for us? Known error, right? Everyone know about, right? Known error means if you can, Krishna, focus here. Okay. Some value. Generally, known error means general common sense we have studied from mathematics from childhood. So this value divided by 0, which will give the error thing, right? Right. This is the known error. Right? Known error means we know that. Early. Now the thing is that there is a likely chances this kind of error may occur. In my data, when calculating this column, this kind of error may occur. I want to skip that error. For that case, we use a concept called exceptional handling. We use a concept called exceptional handling. Understand? We use a concept called except. So exception is excuse. Exception generally excuse. Please excuse this error. Right? Automatically, what happens while executing the code? If I find anything like this, it will skip and it will go to the next row. This is really important thing. And moreover, there is a thing called try, catch. These are the two different functions here. Let me explain the exception. Try. So now tell me one thing, guys. Can everyone hear me? Can everyone hear me? Right?
Yes,
Yes,
sir.
sir.
We can hear you.
Yes. Now, simple question. Let me ask a simple question. You develop a product. Simple. Assume that you develop a product. Is it great to develop a product or is it a great to work efficiently? Which is the best one? You develop a product that is really good. We appreciate you. You're really talented. But imagine the product is not working efficiently. Then does it make sense? Definitely no, right? Definitely no. But one thing. So why it is not efficient? Maybe it is throwing some error. Maybe there is some issues in the code, or there are some debugs. In Java, for example, automation role probably heard about testing. What that does, they try to identify the bugs. That is really important. Right? That is really important for us. Right? If you want to test any code, any application, especially the exception handling used for rather than for data scientists, for software developers who are using software developers who are building the application for them, they want to try some error, they want to try catch. For example, the known error, division by error. There's some other error they want to catch. For that purpose, they can use the try catch options. But we are not going in depth at this point. At the time of exceptional handling, we will go in depth of this point, which is really useful. Maybe if you want to go towards the Python automation side, if you want to automate the Python code and all, this try catch function works really efficient. Make sense? Any confusion, any questions, guys, so far? Any confusion, any questions? Okay, perfect. Now we have exception handling. We have done the exception, easy to learn. We have done about the exception, easy to learn, open source, easy to write, readable. Next, what is that important thing? Large standard library. I will talk about the large standard libraries. So as I told you yesterday also, remember, we extracted the data from Twitter. Now, what is the today's sensation news? No idea? Anyone? What is the today's sensation news?
Nepal government felt.
Exactly, Nepal issue. Riots in Nepal. Right. The Gen Z. You guys are all, majority of freshers are Gen Z. Okay. Like anyone born after 2000, 1999, up 2000 till 2015 or 1995 to 2000, somewhere like that, those people called Gen Z. Anyone who is less than 30 years, those people are called Gen G. Right? After that, 2000 to 2025, the people called as the something called alpha. Alpha something. I do not remember exactly. Okay, fine. So large land stand. So large standard library means Nepal, like Nepal example. Why it is happening? Because the government has banned the social media. Government has banned the social media. Imagine, sir, Vishalji, Major, I'm just giving an example of your name. Let's say my favorite student, Arun. Okay, Arun. I'm not just taking an example. Arun, day and day out, when I see status in the night, 2 o'clock, he's on online. Morning, 6 o'clock, he's on online. Without Instagram, without YouTube, what else you have? Without Instagram and without YouTube, you cannot survive. Imagine a day there is no social media activity. How do you feel? Frustrated? There is a one game called PUBG. Yeah. There is a one game called PUBG. When it got banned, I think it is working. The people they forget themselves and then cross the borders of countries, right? Right. Because they then forget. Like social media, youth also got frustrated and they attack on government. Government got collapsed. Now, is it the right decision? What's it has done by the government? We don't just take it. Is it the right decision? There is an opinion, right? Yes. No. A neutral opinion. So we extract the data from social media, like again from Facebook, YouTube, Twitter, until we have done the analysis. So I want to clean the data. How many lines of code is required? Maybe already, as I mentioned yesterday also, 3 lines of code. That is all thanks to there is a library called Beautiful Soap. There is a library called Beautiful Soap. Here it is there. Okay, Beautiful Soap. Right, library name is the Beautiful Soap to clean the text data, especially to clean the social media data. Okay, guys. Now what happens? That is one of the library. Very easy, right? Now I want to create a chart box. Remember, we in classrooms, I used to teach from 2016 onward till 2023. We used to write minimum 50 lines of code to create the chart. But now I need to write only 56 lines of code. How is it? How it is easy? Right. Again, thanks to libraries. Right, as I mentioned, like the pandas, NumPy, there are n number of libraries which supports these things. There are a number of libraries which support these things. Okay. Now the next thing is memory management. Memory management. This is the one of the best thing does Python have. One of the best thing Python have. Now, what do you mean by memory management? General meaning. Let's take example of phone. What is the what do you call phones? GB, what do you call? I not remember. 128 GB. Memory. Memory, right? 120 storage, right? Storage, 128 GB. Right. If it is close to 128 GB, what will you do? What will you do generally? If your memory storage is about to full in your phone, what will you do? Tell me, it's very easy, right? I'm not asking something rocket which you do every day. Same thing, right? What will you do? You delete unwanted information. Unwanted information, apps, or anything we do. Right. Now, similarly, can I compare with the Java and Python? Java cannot able to handle memory management efficiently, whereas Python can handle the memory management efficiently. There is a thing called garbage collector, garbage collection. Right. Garbage collector is the one thing automated refresh every 2 hours in Python. For example, you create one variable. What is the variable? Let's talk about that later. You create a variable to store the multiple information. If you're not using that, if you're not in the active status, automatically it deletes the unwanted, unnecessary information. Okay, what happens? Let me tell you one example. Let me tell you one example. Practical, I'll show you later also. For example, guys. For example, I have a data called sales data. What is that? Sales data. The memory size of sales data is 5 MB. How much? 5 MB. How much? 5 MB. Assume that this sales data which is in your local desktop. System, simple. Local desktop is nothing. System. When we load this sales data into Python programming by using the help of Panda, what is the memory size now? 5 MB. When you load into Panda's data set called data frame, we call data frame. Don't worry, I'll explain the term called data frame. What is the data frame and all? It is a table. Data frame is nothing but table. It became the 10 MB. Double. Now what happens here? Listen carefully. What is the actual file size? 5 only. When you create a data frame in Python, how much the size will be? 10 MB. Not only this, if you have real world experience, whenever you're working in a big data, cloud, anything, the data stores in 3 different layers. Then one you can see, one is in the backup, some other is in the garbage, RAM, local, random access memory, maybe it will refresh every day. What happens? All of a sudden you deleted the file. Just imagine, all of a sudden you deleted the file. How much loss it for a company? How much loss is it for a company? How much loss a company? Let me tell you one example. Anyone do invest in mutual funds, stocks, or anything? Guys, you are youngsters. You most likely have done it. Guys, anyone? Come on. Abhijit, have you ever done it? Shahan, Hariharan, anyone? Come on. Okay, let me tell you. What are the apps we have? What are the apps you have? Upstart, Zerodha. Probably, let's say you have invested in Zerodha. Just you have invested in Zerodha. Let's say someone reached the data of Zerodha. They made everything to zero. They made every customer's profile information to zero. My favorite Arun have invested 1 crore. 1 crore, you have invested 1 crore. Now it's showing zero. How do you feel? How do you feel, man? Come on. You have invested 1 crore, all of a sudden it becomes zero. How do you feel? Shake, shock it. Panic. Some people get the heart attack also, right? Yes or no? Am I right? But for them, there is a app which is a backup which stores in CAMs. I am not saying. Just give an example. These are the backups. If in case it is blocked here, it is the information also go there and it can get. Similarly, in real world organizations also, database when maintain the database, they do maintain a 2 sets. That means double information stores. Here also does. Once you have done this, you have created this file 5 MB, right? After 2 hours, what happened? It will remove the 5 MB. It will keep actual 5 MB. That is all happened because of memory management with the Python. That is all happened with the memory management with Python. Now, any questions? Any confusion? Any questions? Any confusion? Any questions? Any confusion? Okay, perfect. Next one is cross-platform. What is that? Cross-platform. Cross-platform is nothing but it is a platform in the net. If you written in one programming language, it can be used in multiple programming. Multiple platform. Okay. Now, is it clear? Is it clear? Any question? Any confusion? Any questions? Any confusion? Hey, can you just give me 1 second? I'll be back. Just give me 1. Hello, guys. Can I take the class tomorrow? I have got some emergency. Need to go. Can we connect tomorrow? Don't mind. Sure.
Sure, sir.
tomorrow, guys. We'll discuss
Okay, sir.
tomorrow rest of them. Don't mind, please.